Hello YouTube, let's take a look at the Canon 85mm and compare it with the Samyang / Canon 85mm 1.4 Canon 1.8. So there's a lot of new 85mm 1.4 lenses on the market right now. The Sigma 1.4 art lens and the Canon 1.4 LIS lens, all in a price range of above $1,000. Sigma is around $1,200, Canon is about $1,600, quite some money. So, are there any alternatives on a budget? Yes, there are. The cheapest one is actually the Samyang one. It's $299 at B&H. That's where I got the prices from. This is the version 2. The Canon, which is a little bit of an older lens, it is $249. Samyang comes with a lens hood, which is plastic. It doesn't have any padding or anything inside. Canon does not come with one, so you have to buy one separately. In terms of how they feel, they're quite similar. The Samyang is a little bit bigger. I'd say it has the better plastic. Of course, the Samyang is all manual. It has an aperture ring which clicks. There is a video version of it. Nice smooth focus ring. Canon has a little bit of a smaller focus ring. Another difference between them is the filter thread side. The Samyang has 72. The Canon has 58 filter thread. In terms of filters, the 58 probably will be cheaper, polarizers, UV filters, etc. At the bottom we'll see that of course the Samyang does not correspond with the camera, so it doesn't tell you the aperture or whatever. Canon does, but it is a nice thing that the Samyang also is a metal mount. They're small, which I like, at least for street photography, for example. The Sigma Art and the new Canon, they're kind of bulky and big, and in the places where I shoot, I like to keep things as small as possible. So with that in mind, let's have a look at the images. Here we go. We have the first two images. They were shot from the same distance on a tripod. They didn't move. If you're in doubt, Canon is here on the left, EF 85mm 1.8 at 1.8. The Samyang 1.4 shot at 1.4. The Canon camera doesn't even recognize a Samyang. Only the camera knows what it does, which is ISO and the speed. The Samyang is a little bit lighter than the Canon, which makes sense. Though I did shoot it already also at 125th of a second, kind of the same amount of light coming to the sensor. Then when we zoom in, we immediately see a difference. In terms of sharpness, I think the Samyang is rather soft, wide open. It's sharp, maybe the focus is a little bit more here, but still, yes, there's a difference, 1.8 over here, but it looks nice and sharp. I wouldn't know why this would turn out so soft. Canon here on the left definitely has more green fringing going on. Although I must say, because it's softer, the Samyang is softer, that may account for the fact that the fringing doesn't seem that strong. But in terms of sharpness, I'd say the Canon wins wide open. Now if we look at some other pictures, off the bat we already see a difference, which is that the Samyang seems to be a little bit wider. Now I don't know what that means, if it's really an 83 or that the Canon in fact is an 87 instead of an 85mm. The whole camera shows up in this picture while it's cut off over here with the Canon lens and very little space. Again, this is from the same distance. The camera did not move. It's on a tripod. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. The focus seems a little bit more down here for the Samyang. Canon is more over here because the Samyang is focused a little bit more below That accounts for the fact that the lens cap here is not in focus. It's not on the same focal plane, but here it is on the same focal plane. But I must say, even not looking at the lens cap, I'd say Canon does look sharper. So this is again wide open for both of them. Samyang 1.4, Canon 1.8. Went to 2.8 now. They look similar, I'd say. The letters here of the Canon are not in focus, and that's too bad, because that would make it easier to compare. The lens cap from the Canon is in focus, the lens cap here not. Another thing I'm noticing, I don't know if you see it as well, but the Samyang has some sort of a green cast to it. It seems to me that perhaps that's why the Canon seems crisper to me, I don't know. Maybe the colors are a little bit different. Going to 5.6, the Canon looks really nice, very sharp. Lens cap as well, the fringing is gone. Looking here at the Samyang, I'd say it's not as sharp as the Canon. So finally we are here at f8. Now I must say it's already on ISO 3200, so the image may suffer a little bit. Now the Canon, I still think the Canon is sharper, which surprises me, because Samyang has been doing a wonderful job in their lenses, getting them very sharp. $50 more will buy you sharper images, wide open, versatility, in the fact that it has autofocus. I also like the fact that it focuses a little bit closer. I'm a little bit disappointed with the Samyang. I've done a review of the 135. It was super sharp, really wonderful. I thought that would happen with this one as well, as it is a newer lens. They're both very nice, but for me, I prefer the Canon version. I hope I helped you. Good luck with your choice. See you in the next video.